This government meeting is brought to you by Eastworks and our local cable subscribers.
So I will make a motion to start the Board of Health meeting on Wednesday, June 11th at 5:30 p.m.
I'll second that motion. All in favor? Beth, yes.
Steve, yes.
All right. Welcome, everyone. I'm first going to read our opening remarks. In accordance with Mass General Law, we are required to let you know that this meeting is being recorded. We will begin the meeting with 15 minutes of public speak time, 3 minutes per speaker. Raise your hand if you would like to be recognized by the chair. Please note that during public speak, the board will be actively listening to your input for future discussion, but will not be responding to any comments at this time. Please do not speak unless recognized by the chair, and all comments to be addressed to the board. You can also submit a question or topic for later discussion via email to health@easthamptonma.gov email. All right. So the agenda today, we'll start off with public speak time. Is there anyone here who would like to speak? You can raise your hand using the little hand icon. Do we have anyone? I don't see anyone.
I don't see anyone.
All right. Obviously, if you're on the agenda, it will be, you'll have your chance to speak then, but this is meant for people who are. Okay. Next on the agenda, excuse me, welcome and introduction, new Board of Health member, Samantha Mader. I know she is not able to attend. I did read your update, Ryan. Is there anything you want to tell us about her, or do we want to wait till she's able to attend and we'll revisit this topic?
There's not much I know, so let's wait till she attends next month and we can revisit it.
All right, very good. So we will move that agenda item to the next month's meeting since she's not able to attend. All right. Next on the agenda is approved meeting minutes from April 9th, 2025. I have reviewed the minutes. I had no questions or concerns. Steve?
Yeah, I reviewed them as well. I do not have any questions or concerns. They look good to me. So I will make a motion to approve the meeting minutes.
The meeting, I'll call you back.
April 9th,
Now.
2025.
I will second that motion. Beth, all in favor, Beth, yes?
Steve, yes.
Okay. And just a quick reminder to make sure you're muted until you are called on to speak. Okay. Item 4, Mayor's Office update, including staffing updates. Do we have?
Looks like the mayor's office isn't here, but I can address the staffing updates real quick.
That would be great. Thanks.
We've had multiple nurse interviews. One I think is going to be a great fit. We've extended her a job offer and we're just waiting to hear back. And then we also interviewed a person for another health inspector. They just recently graduated college with their master's. They also have an undergraduate in public health. And I think they'd also be a great fit, which we also extended a job offer to, and we're just waiting to hear back.
That's great. Look forward to meeting them, and hopefully they accept the jobs.
We'll be fully staffed. It'll be nice.
That's amazing. Okay, and maybe because it's been a couple meetings now, we haven't been able to get Lindsay in here for a mayor's update, so maybe we can confirm that the next scheduled date is going to work for her. I don't know if Irsa, you could reach out, or all right.
I would like them to be here too.
Yeah.
I'll reach out to them.
Okay, great. Thanks, Ryan. Okay. So the next item is number 5. I vote in Kelsey LeClaire as health agent.
I had the joy of meeting Kelsey last month. Kelsey, I don't know if you want to introduce yourself to Beth.
Kelsey, can you hear us?
And Kelsey, you're muted.
Oh, can you guys hear me?
There we go.
Oh, now we can. Yep.
Now you can?
Yep.
Okay, sorry. I don't have service right now. Someone's working on her house. Hi, I'm Kelsey. Last month, I agreed with public health and we're busy. We've been doing a lot of food. So,
Unfortunately, your connection is pretty poor, so we can't really understand what you're saying, but maybe we can hear more from you at the next meeting, but we've heard good things already, and we're excited you're on board.
I can make a motion if you'd like.
Sure.
I'd like to make a motion to vote Kelsey Leclerc as a health agent of the Easthampton Board of Health in the June's meeting.
I will second that motion. All in favor, Beth, yes.
Steve, yes.
Great. We'll hopefully have a better connection next time, Kelsey. We'll talk to you more, but welcome.
Welcome.
All right, number 6 is Director of Public Health update.
Yeah, so
Go
just
for it.
following up what I told you guys, it's really busy right now between camps and mobile food trucks, and this weekend we have a few temporary events. Yeah, it's been pretty busy, but pretty manageable. We're right in the middle of it with camps. We just got our first camp permitted. The only other thing that I just want to bring on your radar is 21 Lovefield Street. It's been an issue. Brian was dealing with them back in October. It's just a continued issue. We're gonna have to take them back, go back to court, and either get the court to order them to correct the items in their yard, or the court to allow the Board of Health to correct the items in their yard.
I saw the document. If you could just send me a more clear version of it so I could look at it later this week.
Will do. And then apart from that, tattoo and tanning is all up to date inspection wise. No concerns there. Food inspections, we're having some concerns. There's a lot of repeat violations, a lot of re-inspections where violations aren't getting corrected. But we've started addressing that with the food establishments, and it seems to have been improving so far.
And with the added staff, you've been able to stay on top of all of that?
Exactly, yeah. And that's the goal moving forward. It just setting that consistency and setting our expectations, and that when they do receive a inspection report with a violation on it, it's addressed and corrected as soon as possible.
Great. And going back to I just had a question about the 21 Lovefield. So at this point, I read quickly through your update, but I did not read the document. I didn't have a chance, but at this point, we've already like Brian has formally requested they remove the items, and they've already gone to court once.
They've gone to court. It was mediated. They came up with an agreement that they would remove the items, that they'd also reach out to social worker Plouffe for assistance. That didn't happen.
Okay.
And it appears to be getting worse over there.
I see. All right. I was just curious what had happened so far.
So you are in touch with somebody that owns the property and can allegedly manage it in the future, or with some help?
That's to be determined.
Okay. Yeah, if you could just send me a clearer copy of that information, and I can look at it, and let's add it to next month's agenda as well.
Sounds good. Will do.
Thank you.
Anything else, Ryan?
Nothing. That's it so far.
Great, and thanks for the email. Appreciate the update.
Me too.
Okay. My agenda went away. Hold on one second. Okay. All right, health agent update. Is this meant to be Kelsey or?
It's meant to be Kelsey, but I feel like her connection's not too good. So I can just give a quick update for her.
Sounds great.
She's been doing great. Been permitting mobile food trucks, going to food establishments, doing routine inspections. We have one new food establishment that we just permitted, Nourish Cafe, and that's pretty much it. She's doing great. She's been a huge help.
That's great. And you said has onboarded quickly, like
Very quickly.
That's awesome. And we are officially not using outside, like Northampton.
Still using shared services right now.
Okay.
They're still assisting us with our food inspections.
Okay.
The goal is still to transition to full Easthampton inspectors, but we're not quite there yet.
Got it. Okay. Great. All right. All right, I'm going to move on to number 8, social services update, community social worker update is attached to this. So I did review the update that you sent, but would love to hear more.
Hi, yeah, so I actually think the update was from last month because I was out last week and Ursa sent me an email to send a report and I just did not get it to her before I was out. So the news from May, I can send you guys an email just so you have it in writing too. Pretty much steady on referrals. You know, housing is really like the phone just rings because of housing. We actually had the Western Mass Network for Homelessness had a big annual event at HCC, and we had a Easthampton resident that was invited to be one of the keynote speakers just about rental increases in town. The mayor was there. You know, both of us usually go every year. It was really powerful. She's one of a few that have spoken at either regional or statewide events lately, just about increases in rent and the impact on residents and, you know, what's available for support. So we have a lot of tenants reaching out. We've had a bunch of tenants going to city council, connecting with city leaders. So I'm glad that, you know, people are accessing resources where they can. We had a DART training for those of us that do the DART team at Northampton PD. I went to the Older Adult Behavioral Health Network, had a big conference also on housing, homelessness, resources for the state. So I did that, which was in Worcester, like mid-month. Our anonymous ordering system had a little bit of a lull. And actually we've had some orders this month, which is good because I'm glad people are aware of it and using it. And we refilled a couple of the Nalox boxes around town. So I think the ongoing discussion around Narcan and availability, there's been some events in neighboring communities just continuing to promote, you know, people having Narcan, knowing how to use it, when to use it. So some of our staff from facilities in town that have the Nalox boxes have reached out recently for refills, which is also great because that means people are taking them. And then we have a couple summer events. I have the annual Veterans and Their Families event at Donatucka's in July. We have the Overdose Awareness Day Vigil that's going to be in August again. And then Ryan and I actually were just talking this afternoon. The Food Bank of Western Mass is doing some SNAP outreach. So we're going to host 2 events this summer for any Easthampton residents that need help with either getting connected with SNAP or help with their case. An outreach worker will come out and do 2 days in town. So that should be really helpful for people because I know there's some different benefits you can get in the summer. And it's really hard if you can't get to a DTA office to get connected with that. So other than that, I have no shortage of work. So I think that's about it.
Well, it's both a good and a bad thing, I guess, right? Like, well,
I'm always glad people are reaching out. I mean, I would feel bad if nobody knew how to find me. And I had I was out last week and I think I've already had a handful of brand new referrals this week for different things. So people know how to find us, which is a good thing.
Good. Well, thank you. And just on your about last meeting, I meant to say it at the beginning of the meeting, but that was my fault. I apologize to everyone, but I got stuck in the operating room. So no worries about not sending another update. That was on me. But thank you. Appreciate it.
Sure.
Yep. Thank
Steve,
you.
you have anything else?
Nothing. Keep it
All
up.
right. Keep up the good work.
Yeah.
All right. So next on the agenda is 99 East Street, temporary housing update. Ryan, is this
Yep.
something?
So, Mr. Feldman, Mr. Rosoff, we're just looking for a temporary update. What's going on with repairs? What's the expected time frame? If you just give us a little update.
We're still trying. We're still dealing with the insurance company. We're still trying to get another lawyer.
We had a lawyer that had crisis after crisis and then finally completely disappeared. I'm sure I have a complaint for the Bar Association, but that doesn't help us at the moment. Now we just have to find another lawyer. I don't know if he died or went into hospital or is in a coma. I have no idea, but didn't answer any texts, any messages, any emails, anything. The lawyer that he said was we could contact if he's hard to reach, said, I don't know what to tell you. You better get another attorney. So that's what we're doing. So no progress at the moment.
We've settled into the trailer. Everything's good here. Since we're here on the property, we're able to do upkeep better, which we're it's one of the reasons we wanted to be here.
Hope to get better at that, but yeah.
So do you have a time frame or a realistic date where you'd be able to obtain a lawyer?
Not
Well,
yet.
well, yeah. I mean, I've just sent out letters, case summaries to 3 recommendations I have, and I'm still looking. If anybody hears of a lawyer that they think is responsibly involved with insurance law, please let us know. We're accepting any referrals whatsoever. But so far, well, I just sent it out, so I don't expect any feedback yet. But we're going away for a week. Every year we go to North Carolina for 8 days, so we'll be doing that. We'll be leaving on the 10 days, including travel. We'll be leaving on the 16th?
Yeah, on the 15th or the 16th.
Yeah, 15th or 16th, and coming back on the probably the 26th. But even while we're out, I mean, we'll have we may or may not have internet connection, but we certainly have a phone connection. So we'll still be pursuing it.
So is the issue you brought up insurance issues? So is that what the lawyer is helping you with? Is dealing with the insurance company?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we need a lawyer.
Okay.
Can't do it on our own. I don't even know the parameters. We need somebody who can answer questions and proceed. We have another property. We're currently taking out a mortgage on it so that we have money for lawyers. So that'll be happening within 3 weeks. And I'm hoping by then to have a lawyer.
Okay. Sorry, did you have something, Ryan? You look like you were going to say something.
Liz, not to be on the spot, but is that something you could help with?
Yeah, I was just thinking, I know a couple legal offices that have helped some of our residents in town for different reasons. I'm happy to see if any of them might have a recommendation or be able to support you both. I think I was previously on with, so was it that you had a fire at your home and
Yes.
with
Yeah,
insurance?
we had a fire 3 years ago.
Yeah. Okay. I
and-
remember this. And
And
the lawyer just
right, the insurance company decided they didn't want to pay the bill for fire mitigation, that's fire removal. They stopped all work, and then they made an agreement with our PA, that personal appraiser, that you hire, and they're supposed to help you out and take 10%. Didn't help us out. Made a ridiculous deal with insurance. I told them we weren't accepting it, and they wouldn't even let me get my own contractor, which is in violation of my policy. I'm supposed to be able to have an independent contract. They refused to meet with him. They refused to go by their own estimates. They did all sorts of things they can't do. But they just did it. And now our first shot is to try to go to arbitration. But we need a lawyer to do that. So we filed, but then and was sent discovery request by Andover, but then our lawyer just disappeared.
Okay. I
so
think I may know one or two offices locally that might at least have a recommendation for you. So if you're is your preference phone calls or emails for
Phone calls are good.
phone calls are
Could
good.
do both. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
I can reach out to
could
them.
yell really loud also.
I can reach out to them tomorrow and just see if they have any suggestions. And I know Ryan has your contact information in the office, so we can connect and see if
That would be great. Thank you.
you're welcome. I know this has been a long journey for you. I know that you guys were here months ago working on it, so
It's been impossible.
yeah, sorry.
They didn't even honor. They honored. We went through grab acquisitions, and they honored, as per our policy, a lost possession request. But then they just arbitrarily closed the case file. You know, I sent them pictures of all of the stuff that was in the dumpster. You know, nine fridges, one freezer. Just no response. So I don't know what to do except continue to try to get a lawyer and have the lawyer force them to do something.
Well, I'm happy to see if we can get somebody in touch with you, and Ryan and I can connect on getting in touch with you, you know, either tomorrow or the beginning of next week.
Thank you. Now,
The beginning of next week, you can call us, but that's when we'll be away. So
Yeah,
we'll be in North California. Oh, not California. Well, yeah. So just so you have some perspective, once work starts, of course, insurance companies said 8 months to rebuild, but in fact, once work starts, 3 contractors I spoke to all say 12 to 14 months minimum. Once they actually start work, they still haven't started. Okay, they haven't even finished fire removal because they got into a big argument with the fire removal
the
company,
insurance
whom
company,
they referred us to.
the insurance company paid the fire mitigation company half of what the bill was.
All right, that's why work stopped initially. So once work stops, once work actually starts, we're looking at 14 months.
So I'd like to propose to the board that Mr. Feldman and Mr. Rossoff meet with social worker Pluth, come up with a plan, and we reassess this in about a month or two. And if it's okay with the board, to temporarily extend their temporary housing.
Yeah, I think that is reasonable based on everything that's going on. I think I was going to say maybe if we think a month is enough time, maybe we include this on the agenda next month. I don't know that we necessarily have to have both of you present at the meeting, but at least to have it, we would at least want an update at the next meeting.
I could certainly send an email even before that. I could certainly send an email.
Yeah, we just want to make sure that
required some representation.
Yeah, and that you're getting,
Mhm.
you're not like, you know, stuck, and but Liz is going to help you.
We feel pretty stuck, but okay, thank you.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Let's stay in touch. Okay. Do we
need an
to
do we need an extension?
vote on that extension? I wonder. We need to make a motion on that.
I thought
It's already been approved.
Okay. Very good. Very good.
It's already in effect.
Very good. Okay. All right. Good.
So-
Well, go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, let's just put it on the July's agenda to follow up.
Okay.
Just for an update.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
residents don't have to join, and if we have some kind of communication electronically or on the phone, it's fine with me.
Agreed.
Perfect.
Thank you.
I'll put some feelers out and I'll give you both a call.
Appreciate
Thank you
that.
very much.
Thank you both for coming. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks for being here.
Thank
No
you.
problem. It was interesting.
All right. Very good.
We're gonna leave now.
What's next on the agenda? I'm sorry. I opened something else and now I can't.
No, you're okay. Proposed budget.
Yes, that's you.
So I just want to talk about some proposed changes to our fee schedule that we have. It looks like our fees haven't really been updated since 2019. And I just wanted to see if we could update them a little bit to be more in line with our neighboring communities. I can go over each one if you'd like, but it was a small adjustment. It was about $25 each fee.
You said 2019 was the last update?
That's what it says on it. Yeah,
Okay, I'm just doing some math real quick.
they're a little low compared to our other communities.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's, it's 5% over 5 years. That's pretty standard for at least the private industry.
The only big change that I want to just run by the board would be I really like what Northampton does for permits that fail to renew by the December 15th date. Currently, we do a 10% late fee. What Northampton does is a $100 fee for the first 30 days and then $200 every month after that. I just think it would be more effective, but I am fine either way.
I'm just looking at the document now, and yeah, I because if they have just the one-time fee, like there's no, yeah, it doesn't hold them accountable as much.
Especially if it's a $45 fee and they just have that 10% late fee.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree. I think all of these updates sound reasonable, and I would agree that would yeah, I think we should make that change. Steve?
Yeah, I agree too. Like I said, it looks like 5% year over year, so I'm okay with it. I'll make a motion to accept the proposed fee schedule fiscal year 26, 2025, or 2026, I'm sorry.
2026.
I'll second that motion. All in favor, Beth, yes.
Steve, yes.
Very good. Thank you, Ryan. And I think that was the last thing, right? Just anything that we were last minute things. Does anyone have anything?
That was it. Just a reminder, we got Cultural Chaos this weekend, and we have Vegan Food Fest on Sunday at Abandoned Building.
I just heard about that. That sounds interesting. I might go to that. I'll definitely be at Cultural Chaos. And our next meeting is scheduled to be a month from today. Is that correct? Like July? Hold on.
July 9th.
I'm asking because I have vacation coming up, and so I want to make sure I'm going to be around. Yeah, I will be on vacation that week. So either if we can move it to the week after, that would be great. But now that we have a third board member, technically speaking, we could still have a quorum.
Sure.
If one of us is not there. So what are your thoughts on that, Steve? Because I know this date, part of why we picked this date was it doesn't conflict with the board meeting, Easthampton, our city council.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with having it without you. I'm fine moving it if you want to be there. We all deserve a little rest time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, why don't we see if we can get someone from the mayor's office here, propose the 9th and the 16th, and whichever, if the 9th, I think it'd be good to have them be able to come. So if one of those dates works better for them, then we'll go with that date. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. I'll reach out to the mayor's office tomorrow and see if I can get a confirmed date, either the 9th or the 16th.
The 16th, the only thing I'm thinking is that city council will be 6th, and I know that typically Lindsay and the mayor both attend that. So if it's the 16th, I would just say make mayor's updates like the very first thing on our agenda so that she's in and out for city council by 6.
Okay, well, we can propose that, and then if that's not possible, that just keep it the 9th, and I will miss one meeting and cry about it, but I'll be okay. All right.
I don't have anything else. I might email this the department during the week with some questions if I have anything. But I appreciate you guys, and I'll make a motion to adjourn the Board of Health meeting at 6 p.m. on June 11th.
Before I second that, I just want to apologize again because I know all of you were set time away from your schedule and planning to be at that board meeting, and I got stuck in the OR. So sorry about that. It doesn't happen very often, but every now and then it does, and I can't control it. But now that we have 3 board members, next time you can still have your meeting.
I think we're excused for having to be emergently called to an operating.
Yeah, you know,
That's for me. I wasn't even at the meeting, but you get a full.
it's
We didn't have many updates. Yeah, the operation takes priority.
all right.
And I remember those days, Beth, so no hard feelings here.
I did ask Irza for a phone number because like the only way I knew how to contact anyone was with email, and I was like, this is not. So I can at least now contact her in a more efficient way so that you guys can be aware. But anyway, thank you for your understanding. All right, so why don't you make the motion again?
Sure. I'll make a motion to adjourn the Board of Health meeting at 6:01 p.m. on June 11th.
I will second that motion. All in favor, Beth, yes.
Steve, yes.
All right, meeting adjourned.
This government meeting is brought to you by Eastworks and our local cable subscribers.